Another issue, and one that we see recurring throughout the movie we just saw, is hurricanes and the asserted link between global warming and hurricanes. This is one in which the scientific evidence has piled on high against the theory that hurricanes are increasing as a result of global warming. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, known as NOAA, released a study on November 29, 2005, just weeks after Al Gore filmed this movie, in part in response to claims that global warming was causing an increase in hurricanes as evidenced by Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans. Here's what NOAA reported, quote, NOAA attributes this increased activity to natural occurring cycles in tropical climate patterns near the equator. These cycles, called the tropical multi-decadal signal, typically last several decades, 20 to 30 years or even longer. NOAA research shows that the tropical multi-decadal signal is causing the increased Atlantic hurricane activity since 1995 and is not related to global warming. National Hurricane Center scientist Chris Lancy published a study on May 1st of last year documenting that hurricane activity is no higher now than in decades past. Regarding the number of recent hurricanes compared to earlier decades, Lancy reports, quote, we don't see any new trend. There's no link to global warming that you can see at all. Hurricane expert William Gray, who for years has produced the hurricane forecast for the Weather Channel, the insurance industry utilizes him as their primary resource for forecasting hurricanes. He is universally acknowledged as the world's leading hurricane expert. He reported on April 27th of last year that the number of major hurricanes making landfall on the U.S. Atlantic coast has declined in the past 4 years. Hurricane scientists from NOAA reported again, this time on April 18, 2007, in Geophysical Research Letters, which is one of the most prestigious scientific journals in print, that computer models show that global warming will not significantly increase hurricane activity. They show that global warming will increase wind shear, which tears hurricanes apart. And then finally, just last week, in an extremely newsworthy event, Kerry Emanuel, professor at MIT, who has been the foremost spokesperson for the theory that global warming is causing an increase in hurricane activity, came out with a new study published in the Bulletin of the American Meteorological Society. He has now changed course. He reports in this new study that global warming will cause a decline in future hurricanes.